Hello music fans, welcome to the Death by Unicorn channel. Today we're going to be talking about the best prog epics of 2023. And I'm defining a prog epic as a song that is longer than 13 minutes. I know some people might say 15 minutes is the cutoff for prog epics, but there are so many great songs between 13 and 15 minutes in length that I just wanted to include. I saw Scott over on the Prog Corner made a similar video and his cutoff was 15 minutes, but I decided to go with 13 minutes today, and I decided to add some more metal into my picks than he did. I loved his picks, but I also loved a lot of the prog metal epics, so I wanted to give them some love on this list. I'm going to give my top 10. I'll count down from my number 10 to my number 1, but before I do that, I'm going to give my 15 honorable mentions. So you're really getting my top 25 prog epics of 2023 in this video. And that's enough of a preamble. Let's just jump right in. These are just my opinion. There are lots of great epics that didn't even make the list. I could have given like 50. But let's start with honorable mentions, and I'll do my honorable mentions in no particular order, just in order of length, I guess we'll do that. Tritop, Rise of Kassandra gets an honorable mention. It's 13 minutes and 1 second from the album Rise of Kassandra. This is progressive rock. Riverside, The Place Where I Belong, is 13 minutes and 16 seconds from their album ID.Entity. Progressive rock with some metal influences in there. 7 Impale, SISYPHUS, is 13 minutes and 22 seconds from their album Summit. This is progressive rock. It's got some jazz and metal influences in there as well. The 20 Committee, featuring Annie Haslam of Renaissance fame, has a prog epic called The Cycle Undone. It's 13 minutes and 40 seconds from their album of the same name, The Cycle Undone. Great progressive rock album, and there should be a review coming for that album on my channel shortly. Looking forward to talking about this album in more depth. Redemption and Action at a Distance is the next honorable mention, 14 minutes and 19 seconds from the album I Am the Storm. This is progressive power metal. Then I've got 2 from Ice Age that I want to give an honorable mention to. They have Perpetual Child Part 2, subtitled Forever, which is 14 minutes and 35 seconds, and To Say Goodbye Part 5, subtitled Water Child, which is also 14 minutes and 45 seconds, both from the album Waves of Loss and Power, and both great progressive metal songs for fans of Dream Theater and with like Styx sounding vocals. Glass Hammer gets an honorable mention with The Return of Daedalus, which is 16 minutes and 50 seconds from the album Rise. This is progressive rock with some metal influences. Rannoch gets an honorable mention with Threnody to a Dying Star, 16 minutes and 56 seconds from the album Conflagrations. This is progressive death metal. And Crownlands gets an honorable mention as well with Starlifter Fearless Part 2, which is 18 minutes and 22 seconds long from their album Fearless, a great progressive rock album from this Canadian band who I've seen live and is really excellent. Now let's talk about 2 from Unitopia that also get honorable mentions. The Uncertain, which is 18 minutes and 33 seconds, and Helen, 19 minutes and 14 seconds from the album Seven Chambers, a great progressive rock album by this Australian band. And then another Australian band, Southern Empire, gets a nod with White Shadows, which is 19 minutes and 25 seconds from their album Another World, a great progressive rock album as well. 2 more honorable mentions to go, then I'll get into my top 10 proper. Dominic Sanderson with Like Shards of Glass Falling Through My Fingers, which is 19 minutes and 51 seconds from the album Impermanence, great progressive rock with alternative and jazz influences. And lastly, we've got a progressive metal one. It gets an honorable mention, The Enigma Division and their song 1977, subtitled Ad Infinitum, which is 19 minutes and 51 seconds and is from their self-titled album, The Enigma Division. All right, let's do the true top 10 now. Number 10 is Lalu and their song Amnesia, 1916, 14 minutes and 1 second long from the album The Fish Who Wanted to Be King. This touches on a lot of different styles. Then it ends with the chord progression and guitar solo style that reminds me of Pink Floyd's Breathe. Number 9 is Yes and their song Mirror to the Sky, 13 minutes and 54 seconds from the album Mirror to the Sky. Great progressive rock band. They're the kings of the prog epic. They are a legacy band, and they've definitely passed their prime that they hit back in the 70s. However, I'm happy to say that the new album is great. This epic is great. Of course, it's not as great as their best work from the 70s, but I'm still really happy to hear them still going strong. Number 8 is Tritop and their longest epic on their album Rise of Kassandra, which is called The Sacred Law of Retribution, 23 minutes and 46 seconds. This is progressive rock. It has some moments that sound like Gentle Giant, some that sound freakishly similar to Octavarium by Dream Theater. If you're a fan of Spock's Beard, Transatlantic, Dream Theater, and Gentle Giant, you'll like this. Number 7 is Ocrist and their album song, The Approbation, from the album The Approbation. It's 13 minutes, 36 seconds. This is progressive rock with some metal influences for fans of Porcupine Tree, King Crimson, and Opeth. It sounds like a mix of those bands. The heavy main riff near the beginning sounds so much like the heavy Porcupine Tree riffs. Even the effects on the vocals in that part sound like something Porcupine Tree would do. The part at 5 minutes sounds like King Crimson to me as well, so lots of cool stuff here. Number 6 is Moon Safari with Teen Angel Meets the Apocalypse, 21 minutes and 3 seconds from the album Himmelbacken Volume 2. This is progressive rock for fans of Dream Theater, Yes, and Beach Boys, as it kind of sounds like a mix of those three bands. The epic ends with the melody from London Bridge is Falling Down, but I think maybe they changed one note so it's not an exact copy of that melody, but it's an obvious nod to it. This is my favorite epic of the year that doesn't classify as metal to me. My top 5 all have more metal sounds in them, which I love. I'm a sucker for prog metal. It's my favorite genre, but I also love prog rock too. This one by Moon Safari, it does have a little bit of metal sprinkled into it, but not enough for me to put them in that prog metal genre. Now let's get into my top 5, the great prog metal epics of the year. Alkaloid with Alpha Or, which is 13 minutes and 23 seconds from their album Newman. This is progressive death metal, great low clean vocals on the intro, then it gets extreme and just sounds so evil. Number 4 is Stormhaven with Dominion, 24 minutes and 31 seconds from the album Blind Sight. This is progressive death metal as well. The opening minute and a half sounds like Dream Theater, but then the vocals come in and they are extreme vocals. They almost sound like black metal shrieks initially before going lower into more of a death metal growl that reminds me of mid-era Opeth. There are great clean vocals on here too. When the acoustic guitars come in, they sound so much like Opeth. Number 3 is Hemina and Romancing the Ether, 35 minutes and 2 seconds, making it the longest epic on this list from their album Romancing the Ether. This is prog metal for fans of Dream Theater and Haken. I debated whether I should count this because on Spotify they broke it up into 6 parts that are 6 separate tracks, and none of the parts passed my epic length threshold of 13 minutes. But I decided to include it because on Bandcamp they have it as one 35-minute track. Now this is a genre-bending journey that touches on gent, pop, world music. They have a section that kind of sounds like Asian music and has some Asian language vocals, I think, going on. They've got electronic stuff, ambient stuff, rock and metal all mixed in there. Amazing vocals, both male and female. Amazing harmonies between them, great guitar solos. I think fans of Toe Hider's awesome release from last year will like this, as it kind of gave me reminded me of that, and how it was just like an album that's the whole album is one long epic song that is an adventure that goes to so many different styles. Number 2 is The World is Quiet Here and their song Heliacal Vessels 2, In the Unity of the Lake, 13 minutes and 6 seconds from their album Zon. This is progressive death metal for fans of Between the Buried and Me. Sick guitar riffs, intense brutal growling vocals, but also a lot of great, powerful, clean vocals. It's great to hear some great clean vocals in a lower register here, as most metal singers sing really high when they sing cleanly, but this vocalist has a great, powerful, low voice. His voice is very distinct and could make or break your enjoyment of the song, but the music here is amazing. I think everyone should check this out and give it a chance, and let the vocals grow on you. I love them now. Number 1 epic of the year is No Spoon and their epic Within the Realm of Possibility. 15 minutes and 23 seconds from their debut album Opus. It's so amazing that this is a debut album by this band. Like, it sounds so good. The composing here, the music composition is just amazing. It's an epic concept album. The production's great. The performances are great. This song is just great. A great prog metal epic for fans of Dream Theater and Haken. It blew me away. It's my favorite song on the album Opus. Probably if I was doing a top 5 favorite songs of the year, it would probably land in there. Haven't thought about doing that yet, but maybe I will. All the performances on here are great. So great job, No Spoon. Congratulations for getting the number 1 prog epic of the year on my list. And keep it up. I look forward to hearing what you do next. And that's it for today. Hope you heard of some new prog epics that you didn't listen to this year that you immediately go check out. Check out any on this list that you haven't heard. If you really want to hear prog epics being done well, I think this year was great. These are a spectacular set of songs. All of them are excellent. So you can't really go wrong here. Stay tuned until next time. Peace out.